Hey, what's up everybody? Clawstorm here. I'm going to bring you a quick guide on how to get the Twinblade, but also the Bloodflame Incantation that'll make you look like an Elden Ring version of Darth Maul. Let's get started. Now, in order to get the Twinblade, it's actually really easy, and there's no big enemies or anything blocking your way. You're going to want to start here at the first step. This is right when you leave the little tutorial island, so it's pretty nearby. And you're going to want to head east towards the Dragon Burnt Ruins. Now, you do have to have the torrent in order to get into this area. So if you haven't gotten the torrent already, which is the horsey horse, make sure to pick that up and then head towards the ruins. Once you get to the ruins, you'll see this little area to the south that is completely walled in on all sides. You hop in, and you'll notice a little stairway down here that'll bring you down to the Twinblade. Now in the chest, you'll find the Twinblade. Keep in mind that when you equip it, it will equip in one hand. So on Xbox, it'll be Y. On PS5, it'll be triangle. Make sure to press that and then the two bumpers to put it into two hands. Now the Twinblade does come with a special move. It's a chainable move, which is done with the left heavy. So by itself, it'll use a little bit of FP and do a swing, or you can chain two of them together. This is great for crowd control. Okay, now that we've gotten the Twinblade, let's take a look at incanting it. So keep in mind, this incantation is a little bit more difficult to get. It is past some of the bosses, although there are ways that you can get around here. The exact location of the incantation is going to be at the Rose Church, which is right here. Now, if you've already beaten Godric, you'll have access to this part of the map by running through the castle and getting into the lake-facing cliffs. Simply make your way down the cliffs into the lake and find the Rose Church up to the northwest. If you're trying to get to this part of the map, but you haven't even passed Margit, the first game's boss, there is a way to get around on the cliffside here. So I'll show you that one for all the new players. So I've traveled to the Stormhill Shack to show you how to get around the bosses in order to get to the place where you can find the Bloodflame Incantation. So we're going to head north just like we're going to the gate just before Margit. But instead of passing through the gate, we're going to keep a little bit of a northerly bias here until we reach the bridge. Once we get to the bridge, we're going to make sure not to do the Yeet of Defeat directly off, but instead look down. Ride carefully to this ridge line. Once we reach the end of the ridge, it'll take us to the lakes. There's a site of grace here. If you haven't gotten it already, make sure to pick it up. And then carefully make your way down the ridge. Once you're at the bottom safely, you're going to want to head northwest until you reach the church. Now we're starting here, so it's almost a northwest bias all the way through. Try and pick up as many points of grace as you can along the way. So keep in mind, this is quite a haul, so if you want to try and pick up one of the map markers for the lakes, take a look on your map, and in the kind of grayish crimson space, you'll notice there's a little tiny little, oh, hello there. Hello. I'll help you later. There's a little tiny marker on it that looks like this. If you find that for the lakes area, you'll be able to unlock the map. Now, once you reach the Rose Church, you'll want to search the perimeter of the church for one of the little rolling beetles or scarabs or whatever they're called in this game. You're going to want to search the perimeter for one hanging out. Once you find the beetle, kill it quickly, and you'll get the Bloodflame Incantation. I'm sure some of you are thinking, yay, I've done it! And then you went to go use it, and you don't know how to equip it, or you can't equip it, or anything like that. So I'm going to help you out with that too. So in order to equip an incantation, you're going to want to go to a site of grace. Once you find a site of grace, go ahead and rest at it, and go to memorize spell. Here you'll see the option to memorize at least 2 spells, or at least I know that's how it is for us sword-wieldy dudes. You're going to want to equip it, but that's not going to give you the ability to use the incantation, right? If I look here, I can only switch them, I can't use them. This may be different for more spell-based classes, but I know as a sword-based class, I wasn't able to use it at the start. So what we have to do is head over to the round table, And once we're at the round table, get a little bit left through here, and straight through the doors to talk to the two, what are they called? Twin Maiden Husks. You'll be able to purchase from them this thing. It's called a finger seal, and that's going to allow you to activate your incantation. Once the finger seal is purchased, you're going to want to equip it. And after it's equipped, you can use the finger seal. Now, something to keep in mind is if you are two-handing your weapon, the finger seal doesn't work because that weapon's currently used by block, or at least in the way I have it set up, it doesn't work. What you're going to want to do is one hand and then press left button to activate it, and then two hand back if you want. Hopefully with all these steps, you'll know how to not only get the Twinblade, but also its Bloodflame Incantation, which causes bleed, and turn into the Sith Lord you've always wanted to be in Elden Ring.